Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play for Civilization 6 as we continue our run here with Vietnam, going for a religious victory of sorts, I hope, maybe, sort of. We are, decent amount of faith coming in. That is our highest production at the moment, so that's, I guess, a positive note. We're not really getting the benefit of our Pantheon so much. Where is our Pantheon? There it is. +1 faith from tiles with breathtaking appeal. In fact, I don't know that we have any breathtaking appeals. Breathtaking would be this darker green. I guess we have a few potentials. I guess there's one right there. So there's a few. Okay, so there's more than I was expecting. So we're getting there a little bit, but I definitely want more, hopefully, as time goes by. And then what else did we have? I just have to remind myself what beliefs we actually ended up with, because there's a lot of beliefs. Obviously, knew the mosque. That's good. Pilgrimage. Oh, that's right. 2+2 faith for each city following this religion. So we're getting a little bit from that, most likely. And then cheaper missionaries and apostles is great. And then the final thing would be, of course, the core music. Shrines and temples provide culture equal to their intrinsic faith output. That's going to give us a little bit of faith, or a little bit of culture, which is going to help us stay relevant on that side of things. All right. I think there's nothing else to do except hit next turn. We are getting, well, not really attacked, but just harassed by this cavalry at the moment. We still got 19 turns until we can flip this city, which is not great. But I don't really want to go after it, honestly, unless I'd have to build up my units a bit more. I don't think archers are going to get the job done. I'm feeling a little bit crowded, to be fair. Are there any other city spots? There's technically one there. Or there, I suppose. Wouldn't be great, but it wouldn't be necessarily the worst in the world, I guess. We could make it work. It'd be a small city with just a couple districts. I guess I'm glad I put walls around our capital. As we very slowly work on this cavalry here. Are my eyes like... Do you guys see that? I think this icon stays the same size no matter how far I zoom in, but... Is it just me, or does that double arrow look really blurry? I don't know. Maybe you guys can't see that. That's kind of weird. It just looks... It looks off. Anyway, whatever. It's irrelevant. Not super important to what we're doing. Obviously want the city to build a holy site at some point. Mausoleum actually would be pretty decent for the city, except there's only one place to put it. So we'll hopefully see if we can build that somewhere else. We do want to build 3 mines at some point. We've got you out here. We've only got 1 build left. I'd like to come up here and hook up the iron at some point. Is that... Do we have any mines at all? We might not be getting 3 mines, because I think that's going to be the only mine we would have. Got the quarries, obviously. We've got a couple quarries that we could build up here. But no other mines. We could put mines on these hill tiles, I suppose. But that's going to make the land around them not as appealing. Either way, this guy by himself isn't going to be able to get the job done. So... I think we're just going to come over here and put a camp on this thing. Or we can hook this up. We'll just hook that up. Call it a day. Although I probably should get another builder out here soon. Just to get one up. But +4 faith, holy site. Let's get that going. That's huge. Alright, let's see. What do we want you to do? Honestly, sending you up to Da Nang? And getting a road through here wouldn't be bad. Or I could just trade with Nalanda itself. No, I can't. It's not from here. Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and go transfer you to Da Nang and see if we can get a road coming through here. I think that'll help us out quite a bit. So less about yields and more about strategic value. We are still building the Kotoku Inn. About to get another trader here in a second. Oh, we got to be careful with that guy running around. I mean, he's got a promotion, which would be nice. I guess we might as well. Sure, we'll take Garrison. You're moving into that spot. You kind of need to stay because he would destroy you no matter where you were standing. Trader is done. Don't really need the granary from a housing standpoint very urgently. Watermill. I mean, we do have wheat, so it could get a little bit of benefit, not much. Obviously, stables and barracks are typically pretty good. Let's go and just get a builder out real quick. Okay, if we can send a trader out, we just got to send it safely, you know? Do we want to go with like what's going to give us good faith, gold, spread our religion? Actually, this trader out to Aachen should be fairly safe, give us a decent chunk of gold, and should start spreading our religion to them. Yeah, let's go with that. Seems okay. Alright, we can sell some coffee now. Oh, interesting. They want to give me 70 gold and 20 horses? Whereas you want to give me 300 gold and 305 gold. I think we'll take 305 gold, but that's interesting. I don't think we have any strategic resources, do we? Do we want to buy anything? Not really. Any exchanges that we care about? Not really. Yeah, okay, that's it. All right, you, Mr. Trader. I mean, I want you to come through here, but we got to be careful here. We can send you to... Nalanda actually does want a trader out. Well then. Do we care about Nalanda? It's actually not bad. Why not? I wasn't planning on going this route, but gives us a little bit of science, makes them a little bit happy. Sure. You are going to be some trouble, aren't you? We still got too many... Oh, and actually it's down to 11 turns, so that's not bad, but might be too little too late if he starts walloping on us a bit. Or just in general causing us trouble with our just cities, you know, as far as just disrupting what we can do with them. Sending builders out, things like that. Okay, you're actually going to attack the city. Okay. You do you, my friend. Well, he's almost dead. Go ahead and attack the city again. Or go up there. Sure. There's guilds. Oh, we can't finish you off. Maybe if we come down here, right? Yeah. All right, one less guy we got to worry about. One more turn on apprenticeship. We'll let that get to there. We'll probably swap off of that. Just because we should be able to get some mines at some point. I mean, we got the 4 trade routes. Encore Watt could be decent if it's not built already, but yeah, it's boosted already, so we'll take that. Builder is done here. I mean, I think the barracks or stables would be just a good idea in general. Gets us a little bit more housing. We don't really need the housing, though, to be honest. Barracks probably, because our... Well, does the cavalry count under... Yeah, ranged land units, yes. Right? Ranged land units as versus a cavalry. Let's double check. Boy Chin. You are a ranged... Yeah, presumably ranged land unit. Okay. So then we definitely want the barracks. If we decide to build some of this, which probably is a good idea at some point. You can build a Chichen Itza. You can build a harbor. Spend a little bit of gold, put it over there. It's not a terrible idea. Do we want that more than the temple? Temple gives us a lot of culture. Probably want the temple first. But it's close. All right. I like Patron Saint. If we can get down to Patron Saint before we start buying more apostles to go out offensively, that would be a pretty good deal. So I think we need a beeline towards that. Tiles of the city. I mean, that's fine. And I guess that's okay. The other ones aren't necessarily amazing. All right, Archer, chill. How many turns? 9. You need to start putting some mines down somewhere. Although they are going to lower the overall appeal. It's breathtaking 4. Once we hit the mine there, it's going to lower the appeal of stuff around there, isn't it? We can put a mine there. It's also going to do that. And then we can put a mine up there. I mean, we can just go ahead and put 3 mines down just to have them. I suppose we could also get rid of them after we're done. If they are causing too much trouble. Military strength is pretty sad compared to Canada's, of all people. But we know he can't surprise us. And we're allies at the moment anyway. Alright, we are going to get an iron mine at some point. Actually, we will get another galley. I forgot about that. We're not going to be killing a unit with a spearman. Start working on that, though. We're going to need it for other things anyway. Yeah, we might want you to build a galley real quick. Actually, no. We probably want you to build a galley once you're done with your harbor. So that way we have a galley on this side of things. Well, I think we're just going to ignore you. Run away. Or get chased down by a courser. Can we get into... That's not what I wanted. Can we get into your territory, my friend? This is going to give us faith. I think the faith is going to go away, isn't it? No, it didn't. Did that not lower? We're still breathtaking. I'm a little surprised by that. Okay, then. Let's come up to that tile then. We'll do the mine last, I suppose. All right, you can... Let's come over here, I guess. I'll manually control you for just a little bit. Medieval fairs. Angkor Wat. It's not terrible, although I don't think we have an aqueduct anywhere at the moment. I'm still happy with the amenities, I think. I'm still happy with the harbor stuff, I think. You know, maintenance at some point would be okay, but it's only 10% of the money we got, so I'm not that worried about it. Housing, I'm still okay with the Holy Site adjacency, I believe. Civil prestige, I think is okay. We're not building these settlers right now, are we? Although I still want some more. think we leave this in a little bit longer just to see if I can... Nope, you know what? We're going to take this. Because I think that helps speed that up, doesn't it? Ancient... Yeah. It takes a little bit off, but not much. We'll see if we can get that built. If not, no big deal. We'll put the settler back in at some point. And honestly, even if we don't put the settler one back in, we should still be fine overall. Theocracy, I believe, would be what we were looking for. So let's go ahead and get that knocked out. Speaking of aqueducts. Also, we got Mont Saint-Michel, which is not a bad one. I mean, the martyr abilities, I mean, they give us relics, which relics give us, yeah, tourism, but we don't care about that, but it also gives us faith. That was an interesting one. Got quite a few places we could build Mont Saint-Michel. It's a lot of production, though. Is there other things we could do to kind of build up to that? If we do want to put the aqueduct down at some point, the aqueduct has to go there. So that leaves Mont Saint-Michel out there further out. Still want the mausoleum, but hopefully I can go next to one of these other harbors. We don't urgently need the aqueduct right now. Still want to get more settlers out too, though. I mean, even if all this city turned out to be was just another holy site, it's something, right? And then we've got, I mean, technically a spot there, but maybe a spot over here somewhere next to the salt and a couple, you know, foresty tiles that I can build on, maybe. So maybe we have a couple more spots. There might be some up in this area too that would be far enough away from other nations to not be a problem. This entire island could be some potential as well. I'll build it over there, but I'm not sure that that spot's any better than over here. I guess we're gonna hold off on the settler until we actually get that thing back. I mean, part of me wants to just start building this and just see what happens. Where would I build it? Like right here, maybe? Out there? Don't know if it really matters. Why not? It's going to get you promoted up some more. Get some faith from building buildings. That's actually not bad. Probably going to go get yourself killed, but I'll put you back on auto for now. Three turns on our harbor. 2 turns. 1 turn on the free city. There we go. At the start, we will be keeping that city. Because why not? It's a new city for us. How are we looking on era? Still currently headed for a dark age, but we got some time. You actually have an industrial zone? That is the zone. Oh, I guess you have the, because you're Germany. Wait. Oh, yeah, okay. So you've got an industrial zone plotted down, but it's not finished. Oh, it is. Okay, never mind. I just looked like it was still under construction. Maybe it's finished and we just don't have any buildings in it because we don't actually have the industrial zone, but we have an industrial zone in the city. We just can't build any buildings in it yet because we don't actually learn that technology yet. Obviously, at some point, we wouldn't mind getting a harbor, although this can be one of those situations where it might be an internal harbor just because it gives us most gold. We could put a harbor here and eventually put a canal over here somewhere to get us out of this area. It's not the worst idea in the world. We do need some housing, so a granary would also be decent. serve is going to struggle a little bit. I just don't know. This is kind of a little bit of a tough one. Honestly, we might have some loyalty issues at some point. Let's get the monument knocked out while I'm thinking about it. Some stuff will kind of balance out here, hopefully. Kill it, with a spearman. We are not going to be doing that, so we'll just let that finish off as is. 2 turns on our harbor. I forgot we could plant woods already. Could be useful. You got some settlers running around, my friend. I develop fewer grievances, sure. How about me? Because be nice to culture bomb a few. Well, yeah, why not? Be nice to culture bomb a few places, especially over here, maybe. Meteor shower, nice. We need to find, or we need to get up to a good heavy cavalry option. Hey, we get to have culture bombs. Maybe it'll come in handy. We'll see. Alright, so Theocracy is unlocked. I mean, I think we want that just in general. Not much is actually going to change here, though. Get a little bit of faith from that, I suppose. Not much. It's also religious order. I mean, we're not going to be doing that much combat right this second, so I'm not too worried about it. This is probably okay just to get a little bit more faith building up. I mean, I can buy some apostles now, right? Like, there's definitely that option at the moment. What is the best cavalry unit I have at the moment? So I don't have knights yet. If I had knights, I would go for that thing up there. Here's hoping I don't forget that exists. And actually, let me do this. I'll just put the little barbarian thing, even though it's not really a barbarian outpost, just so I can remember that that's up there. Hopefully. All right. Hey, that came out right after the thing from the what we just did. Sorry, the World Congress. That's why we got a culture bomb there. Nice. Do you want the temple? Do you want the lighthouse? Can we build the mausoleum here? We can. And this is actually not a bad place to put it. With water on both sides, it'll have some good stuff. Production is pretty bad in this place, though. I mean, we could pop down, the ton here. We could pop down the watermill to get a little bit more production coming in. We get the lighthouse, get a builder, or get a trader to get production coming in here that way as well. 35 turns is not great. We're also housing capped. All right, let's start with the lighthouse. It's going to help with the housing a little bit. I do want to get that mausoleum. And it's more, we have a decent chance of getting it just because the AI doesn't usually get that one too often. But we definitely have, we want to, work towards it. A little bit of science if we can get that one up. Start building these improvements if we get that one up. So we get +2 science, +1 housing, and +1 faith for every adjacent holy site district, and +1 science for every adjacent campus district. After researching scientific theory, receive an additional +1 science for every campus. When a player constructs their first receive a random technology. That's pretty cool. Must be filled on flat terrain not adjacent to another Mahavihara. If we can put these next to some holy sites, we get a little bit extra faith that way. For example, we got a holy site there and there, but no flatland nearby. Never mind. That is not going to be helpful after all. We got a holy site here, and there's flatland right there. So even if we got one, it's a little extra faith, I suppose, right? Why not? Something. And actually, you could build it right now, right? I was going to save your build for the iron, but it might be worth knocking that out before we lose that. Now, let's go get the iron. I feel like the production is going to be helpful. We're going to be patient. I think we can still get this. Plus, I kind of want to make sure we line up a good technology or figure out what technology we want. Maybe it's random. It may not be something we can control. In fact, it's probably not something we can control. All right, we're going to put a cut in there, though. When we come back, we'll see if we can get any of these wonders out. Well, at least get a little bit closer to getting them done and go from there. But I do appreciate you guys watching. May God bless you, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you, and goodbye. I wanted to give a special shout out to the following channel members. Thank you so much for supporting the channel.